too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, okay boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Here we go. 18 Rattler. 79 Bronco, 70 Ranger.
In motion, the tight end. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. Looking left side, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Tackled by the safety, Bubba Bolden. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibbs, and he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 24. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Lions had 3 and 8 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do it.
The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught downfield by Pickens. A huge play there for Houston. 63 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. from 4 yards out. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Texans 14, Lions nothing.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll set up a throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And now the up man has throws it. It's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes, just using a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, he's able to pick up the first down.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. Yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
George Pickens.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Lions nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
It is fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Running right through him. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
and that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they broke it up.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
35, Lions 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Room here to run. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Up the middle they go. Gibbs. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are pouring it on.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Back to throw here. And he fires one incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Looking to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. He juked him. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
At the 22-yard line. Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Lions 10.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
On the move past the 40, and he's going to get this down near the 25.
Pass it 60. Pass it 60.
A gain of 45 yards.
60 average. 60 average.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught by Tate. Touchdown, Texans. Auden Tate, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Lions 13. Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Complete to number 13. It's a gain of 9.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Lions 13. Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're going to look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me...
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, under pressure, and down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Warriors 70, Dragons 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Bubba Bolden.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll look to throw. Yeah, he's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Set, 19 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Right side to Williams.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
And as this defense walks